So Chase, they're tight with United, right? So they're a
Right.
transfer partner with United. They have a bunch of United credit cards. Well, they're the only bank in the US that has United Airlines credit cards. United, meanwhile, has a relationship with Marriott. They have
Hmm.
their Rewards Plus or something. I forget what their relationship is
Yes,
called,
that's right.
but due to that relationship, you could transfer United points to Marriott and Marriott points to United at slightly better rates than you get without that relationship. In both cases, they're not great deals to do. A more exciting part of that relationship is if you get Marriott Titanium status, then you get United Premier Silver status. So you get United Silver status basically for free. So where this gets interesting to me in this secret relationship is that this is how sort of Amex kind of weasels into a relationship with United indirectly. Because,
Interesting.
yeah, because Amex has Marriott credit cards, and they also happen to have the easiest path to Marriott Titanium status, which is if you get the Bonvoy Brilliant card, that gives you 25 qualifying nights per year. Throw in the Bonvoy business card from Amex, I'll give you another 15 nights per year. So you've got 40 Marriott nights every year without doing anything other than paying for your annual fees. And then you would only need 35 more nights at actual Marriott's to get Titanium status each year and get United Silver status. So it's kind of interesting to me that
Yeah.
that Amex provides one of the easiest paths to United Silver
And
status.
yeah, that is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, that Amex provides the easiest way to get a low level elite status with United if you want it. And that low level silver United elite status, I mean, it's not there, obviously you're not going to get top tier benefits, but it's not bad, right? I mean, I've enjoyed it actually. You've been able to use the benefits once or twice, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't fly United often, but when I do, it tends to be on a odd route or a not very trafficked route because United is so far from having a hub in Detroit where I fly out of. I mean, they only have a few flights, and so they don't tend to be heavily flown. And so getting an upgrade even as silver is not at all out of the question. I've been upgraded a couple of times, which is great.
Yeah. Well, and one of the benefits that I used recently was flying back from Chicago. Many people probably know I don't have clear or TSA pre-check. Yes, I got lots of cards that reimburse it, but no, I don't have it. So of course, I'd be facing long TSA lines there because it's a very busy airport. But if you have silver status, you can go all the way down to the end of the hall there where the check-in is, to the security point that you might think is closed because it looks like there's nobody there because there isn't anybody there because there's no line. So you go all the way down to that one as a United Silver member. You can take the special line that's also Star Alliance Gold Fast Track.
That's great to know. I didn't even know that existed there in Chicago.
Well,
Cool.
I just happened to stumble on it when I was looking up information ahead of time because I was specifically curious if I'd have any way to get through security any faster with it. And sure enough, it worked. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
it can
And of
come in
course
handy.
there's other benefits like being able to pick preferred seats when you book into economy, getting a free check bag, so there's quite a few nice things about having United Silver, even if you don't fly very often.
Right, right.
Um,
Yeah. So that's a nice little thing you can stack together, put together. And it is relatively easy to get to titanium status if you travel a moderate amount. I mean, actually staying 35 nights in hotels to get titanium status in United Silver. That's actually one of the better deals probably in terms of like fast tracks to elite status out there, right? Wouldn't you say? I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
it's
well,
it's pretty
if
easy.
you're a Marriott fan, I mean, 35
Yeah.
nights for some people would
Well,
sound like
right.
unobtainable. But depending on how often you travel and how often you stay in Marriott's, I mean, that could be a really easy way to get there. Once you hit 50 nights with Marriott, you can pick 5 elite nights as a choice benefit. So now you're down to only needing 30 nights total at Marriott's in order to get to titanium status and United Silver. So
Yeah, well, and I
pretty
guess what I
good.
what I mean there is in terms of like compare that to staying 30 nights in any other chain or 35 nights in
Oh,
any other
yeah.
chain, you're getting
Yeah,
far more than you
that's
would
true.
with 30 or 35 nights a year. So if you're in that range where you're like, I don't stay enough to get like Hyatt globalist status, for instance,
Right.
and the 30 nights is going to get you what, like, Explorist with Hyatt and what is nothing important with Hilton, maybe a Hilton molten gold, but you get that from a credit card anyway. Like this would be the program, I think, to put your 30 or 35 nights at if you just got those two cards.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the last relationship we have to talk about, it's not really secret. It's more weird. So yeah, United has this weird relationship with IHG. And I don't know where it came from, but the IHG Premier cards, the business and the regular consumer card, both give you $50 a year of United credit, like in $25 chunks. Like, so it goes into your United Travel Bank for 6 months, then it disappears if you haven't used it. You get another $25 after that. Unfortunately, they don't stack, is my understanding. If you have both IHG Premier and Premier Business, I don't think you get twice as much, but still, they're giving you United credit. And then on the other side, if you have the top of the line United card, the United Club Infinite card, you get $75. Now, this is only this year, but so we don't know if they'll extend it next year, but you get $75 towards IHG spend, like rebated automatically.
It's so strange, isn't it? I mean, they have this big partnership with Marriott. Where did this come from? Like, this comes out of left field somewhere.
Right. I don't know. I mean, they must have found some way. They must have had some reason to want to kind of partner with IHG, but they couldn't really declare it. But they're allowed to have these reciprocal credits somehow. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But if I was Marriott, I'd be kind of disturbed about this United playing around behind my back when
maybe they have an open relationship and it's all okay. Who knows? Who knows? None of my business. United and Marriott and IHG, but this twisted love triangle is a little bit strange anyway.